Hiya, this video, it's a very quick one, but it's going to take me a lot longer. This is how to clean a cast iron bed. I've done a lot of wet turning. This is very brown, so I want to polish it all up. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to use mineral oil, supermarket own brand baby oil. Effectively, it's more or less exactly the same stuff. It's just slightly scented. So your lathe will smell like a baby's backside, but without the mess. So yeah, I'm going to use this to clean it up. 0000 wire wool. Wood chippings are optional. And then to polish it up, I've got Peak. If I don't drop it on the floor, Peak metal polish. And then after I've done that, I'm going to wait for it all to dry, buff it all up again, and then stick some microcrystalline wax, chestnut microcrystalline wax on it to give it a protective coating. And then, admittedly, I don't look after this lathe, and I should do because it cost me a lot of money. It is a nice lathe. I think since I've bought it, I think it was about September, October time, somewhere around there, I've had to clean it once. I've done a hell of a lot of wet turning since then, so now's the time. So I'm going to speed it on, because you're not going to want to watch me for about the next hour, probably half an hour to an hour, scrubbing the decks. So I'm going to speed it on from now on. And now for the reveal. It's only one half though. Just that little bit brighter, eh? And there's the result. Nice and shiny. Very easy to turn. For once I'm not giving myself a hernia. I mean, that's only one-handed. But I'm not giving myself a hernia to move it across the bed ways. Especially the tailstop, when I want to move the tailstop, it's like it's not moving. So yeah. Short and sweet, but hopefully that helps when you get this effect on your lathe. It's not a dead course, you know what I mean? You can just use a little bit of oil, bit of double O oil, bit of metal polish and a little bit of wax. And what that wax coating will do, hopefully, it'll keep the moisture. If you live in a humid area, it hopefully should stop the humidity attacking your cast iron so easy. You might have to keep on, you know what I mean, just putting a coat on every now and again. If you're going to be leaving your lathe for a long period of time, it might be worth moving your headstock as far to the left as possible, tail as far to the right, sticking some oil on and getting some cling film, some plastic wrap, and just putting the plastic wrap over the top so it stops the moisture getting to your bed. But now it's time for me to do the second half. See you later, hope that helps. Right, an additional bit to the video. I've put a video up, the one before this one, about turning this piece here with all the splits on it. I don't know when I'm gonna. I mean, I was hoping last night that I was going to be able to start carving this out again and record it, but I picked up the Dremel and it's packed up. It's giving up the ghost. So I'm going to have to order another carver. I've been on woodchuckers asking questions about the best Dremel or engraver carver that you can get, and there is a carver. I'm going to try to order it. I've got a couple of options, and I might have to wait for the money because I think it's going to be about £300, something like that, but it's going to be something that is a lot better than the Dremel. It's something that I'm going to be using fairly regular, so it's not like spending a hell of a lot of money just for one job, and it should last me many years. So I've got to wait for that to turn up. Well, I've got to wait for the money. It's going to be a couple of weeks, at least 2-3 weeks. I've got to wait for my birthday money as well. I'm going to be the big 40 in February, so I've got to wait for that money to come before I can buy it. Then I've got to wait for it to be delivered, test it out and all that lot. So it might be about another month yet before I get that second video up. So I'm sorry about that if you've watched the first one. If you watched the first part of it, I'm going to try to get the second one done, which is the carving, and the third one is going to be a much shorter video, which is going to be making the resin to the putter to put into it and turning it off and finishing it. So have a good week, or have a good month or year, depending on when you watch this, and get your lathe clean.